Is with us here for our post-game wrap. Coach, it was a bit of a battle in the first half. You went up 13 points early on, but boy, Hamilton kept UNLV in the ballgame. He could really score it. You're up 5 at halftime, but in the second half, I felt you kind of just wore him down as you begin to pull away. And what a night for Jamari Bouye. Made 8 3-pointers. He ends up with 30 points for the ballgame. And your big guy inside, Masalski, another big contest. 18 points, 16 rebounds. Nice all-around win for your team. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought we obviously came out really well and played great to start the game. Defended really, really well. And, you know, we have a lot of guys trying to work Zane back in there, get him comfortable, find Julian Dima's minutes. And I just felt like we got in a little lull. Not their fault necessarily, just, you know, trying to play a lot of guys. And credit to UNLV. To your point, I thought they stayed the course. Hamilton had 7 made 2s in the first half. Tip your cap a little bit. You know, that was kind of the game plan. Make him finish tough ones. If he does, we'll see what happens. And we had a 5-point lead at halftime. It felt a little worse than it should have. You know, 5's not bad.
Yeah.
But we knew if we stayed with it, and if we got a bounce or two going our way, that we'd be able to extend. And, you know, we went on that run in the middle of the half. That group was tremendous defensively, really set the tone. It allowed us to get out and run a little bit in transition and find some easier baskets.
I know if you want to get picky after your team went 8-0, one of the areas of concern you had the high turnover numbers in some of those ball games, but that was really short up here tonight. Your team took care of the basketball.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot this year, haven't we? And we knew, you know, going into those games in Vegas, it was an issue, but we were able to get through those and got to this week, and we spent a lot of time and energy focusing on that this week. And a lot of it was just mental, to be honest. And it wasn't necessarily execution. It was just being a little lackadaisical with the ball. And, you know, we ended up with, 10 tonight. A couple were questionable. And a couple were aggressive turnovers, which I can live with. They weren't the lazy turnovers that we've been having. So we only turned it over on 13% of our possessions tonight. That would be, you know, close to top in the country.
You know, one guy that we don't talk a lot about because he hasn't been a big scorer for you, Patrick Tape. But I thought defensively tonight he really picked it up. He was tough inside. A couple times he looked more aggressive even on offense. He rebounded it well. I thought he had a good ball game for you.
He's great. He was plus 21 in 18 minutes. You know, he's the unsung hero with all these other guys and how productive they are from a numbers standpoint. But Pat's, you know, productive from a winning standpoint, and that's a big, you know, that's a number that we care about quite a bit. The scores always go in the right direction when he's in the game, and he did. He finished well. Had some good post moves, had an incredible dunk in transition off JB's miss that I was just amazed by how quickly he got off the ground and was able to punch that. And he just gives us such just great size and physicality around the rim, another guy that can clean it up. So love him and appreciate everything he's doing for this team.
We saw the return of Zane Meeks tonight. You alluded to him. He didn't play a lot of minutes because really he hasn't practiced or played in some time, so maybe kind of feeling his way back along a little bit off that knee injury.
Yeah, and it's going to take him a little time, and I love Zane because he's so aggressive and ready to go and wants the opportunities. But I think he needs to gradually get back to it. He's not going to go right back to his 20, 25 minutes a game, which we were expecting him to play before the injury. But for him to go out and be able to put the ball in the basket a couple of times, get a sweat in a real game, and kind of try to get his legs back under him, I think this was a good start. And I think on next Wednesday he'll play a little more. And then we have 10 days before we go down to Phoenix. That'll give us a lot of time to really get him back up to speed.
And next Wednesday, it's let it all hang out with 10 days off after that, right?
Absolutely. You know, good Fresno team coming in. Really excited to host them. Their one loss is coming at Cal, I think, but they played really well. They beat Santa Clara. And it'll just be another opportunity to get a good win at home.
And they have that big guy Robinson inside, so you'll be contested along the front line by him.
Yeah, he's a pro, you know, or close enough. He's a guy that'll get drafted. And he, you know, fortunately in the past we haven't had a great matchup for him, but I think between Yalian, Pat, and Josh, I think we have 3 guys that could all give him some different issues and looks. And we'll see who can do the best job on Wednesday.
Coach, 9-0, there are now only 12 total teams in all of college basketball that have not lost yet, and the USF Dons are one of them. Feeling pretty special.
Yep, let's keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. That's
Thanks,
USF
Pat.
head man Todd Golden. The Dons win the ball game. They win it convincingly as they run away in the second half.